This is our third short video on the changes coming with the Renters Reform Bill, covering how landlords may end a tenancy and regain possession. As we know, there will be no more fixed period tenancies apart from those tenancies which are exempt, so non-Housing Act tenancies, students, holidays above 7 years or more than £100,000 a year. Section 21 is no more, and you will have to give a specific reason to end a tenancy. Those reasons are set out in Section 8 of the Housing Act 1988 to be amended by the Renters Reform Bill. We're not going to cover all of the grounds, as some do not apply to residential landlords. The grounds that will be most relevant to most landlords are Ground 1, occupation by the landlord or family. This can't be used in the first 6 months of a tenancy. The court must award possession if the landlord requires the property for use as the only or principal home for themselves, their spouse or civil partner, a close family member. That'll be 2 months' notice. Ground 1A, sale of a dwelling house. Cannot be used in the first 6 months, requires 2 months' notice. Ground 3 for holiday accommodation has been repealed, so you can no longer apply for possession if a property has been let as a holiday let in the last 12 months. Ground 6A, to allow compliance with enforcement action. This applies where a landlord has had enforcement action taken against them, and as a result it will be unlawful for them to maintain the tenancy. That would be a banning order, an improvement notice for overcrowding, a prohibition order, an HMO licence being refused or revoked, or an HMO being occupied by more tenants than are permitted under the terms of the licence. Requires 2 months' notice. Ground 8, rent arrears. The court must award possession if a tenant owes more than 2 months' rent at the time the landlord applies for possession and at the time of the court hearing, unless the arrears have arisen because a universal credit payment that they are entitled to has not arrived. That requires 4 weeks' notice. Ground 8A is repeated rent arrears. The court must award possession if the tenants were in at least 2 months' arrears for at least 1 day on 3 separate occasions, again unless the arrears arise because a benefit payment to which they were entitled was late. That's 4 weeks' notice. Ground 14 is antisocial behaviour, and this has been widened to cover behaviour capable of causing nuisance or annoyance, whereas previously that was likely to cause. It is a discretionary ground, so the court will determine whether it is sufficient for someone to lose their home. It takes 14 days' notice if the court is satisfied that the ground is established. Next up, redress schemes, landlord registration and the property portal. After that, enforcement and penalties. Look out for that one, as there are some fairly punchy fines for misuse of the grounds for ending a tenancy.